I'm taking a side. I'm taking no side.
Right. Stop sending arms and bombs.
These lot know I'm in town. They've already come and said hello.
I'm PC Blaine.
PC Blaine from the Met. And do you like the Royal Marines? Good to see you. It's a surprise seeing you lot in town. You all right? You good? There we go. You never know what you're going to see here, do you? Never. Oh, there you go. So you're in town making a difference.
Yeah.
There you go, bud. Difference would that make? What difference would that make if they did? They know who I am, don't they? Do you know what I mean? He's sat on that horse thinking, that's Big Phil there, isn't it? Either, what's your first impression having got here?
Everybody's very nice.
So friendly.
So friendly.
You're not allowed on the parade square, are you? That would be breaking the rules, wouldn't it? Some pocket money. Ons to that. Fucking great. See, that's handy, isn't it? The armed forces aren't just about kit and operations. They're about people. The graft of recruits, the discipline of cadets, the pride of veterans, and the families who stand behind them. That's why we built the Storm Tour. I'm Phil Campion, former UK SF, and this is a Tactical Truth special. Storm means showcasing the outstanding role of the military. That's our mission, to highlight service with positivity, accuracy and respect. We're showing training, parades, operational demonstrations, veteran initiatives and the cadet forces. Everything that defines service life in Britain. We're not here to sensationalise. We're here to celebrate, to educate and to connect the public with the armed forces that serve them. Now, let's break it down, the ethos, the vision and how you can get involved. Right, before we cover that off, let's have a quick look at where we've already been. We're in Wickham. It's a beautiful day. And behind me is a place called the Air Raid Shelter. So we're going to have a butcher's inside, see what it's all about. Right, so here we are. We're actually inside. Look at this. Look, there's memorabilia absolutely everywhere. And with me is a young lady. What's your name?
Olivia.
Olivia, that's my daughter's name. It's a beautiful name, that. And I like that name, eh?
Yeah, thank
Right,
you.
Olivia, so just talk to me a little bit about the place.
So this is the Air Raid Shelter Cafe and Two Room based in High Wycombe. We've been open in this location for 2 years.
2 years.
And we're open to sort of honour the wartime generation, which is a generation that's slowly being forgotten. And yeah, we have plenty of rooms. We have a kitchen, based as kind of acting as like a 1940s style house. We have the train, we have the royalty room upstairs, the village hall. So yeah, come along.
And where did you get all this clobber from?
So I'm like not the manager. Chris, the manager's kind of just collected it over the years. Like customers come in and donate things, perhaps from their parents, grandparents that they just have like lying around in their garage. I think Chris also finds a lot of the stuff on like eBay and like car boot sales, garage sales, that kind of stuff. So it's sort of collected from all over. Yeah.
Lovely. So there you go. If you have got some clobber kicking around your house, you want to get rid of it, you don't know what to do with it, it's been sat there for years, bring it down here, they'll stick it in here and it'll go to something good.
Exactly. We're always very welcome to donations.
Lovely job. There we go. Listen, we're going to have our butchers around now. Let's see what we've got to do. Olivia, I'm going to have a cup of tea in a minute.
Yeah, of course, whatever. You're welcome.
This is just how I imagine my grandma's place, I'm going to tell you, do you know what I mean? And they'd have been sat in here, they'd have been listening to the wireless if they had one, which they probably didn't, to be fair, and wondering what was going on. And waiting for those doodle bugs to start falling out the sky. What a scary old thought there, isn't it? You know? What a different generation, completely. Here we are then. No guesses as to where we are today. No prizes for that, I'm going to tell you now. Here we are, because we're going to go out now and I'm going to get myself a scooter and I'm going to take myself around town on a scooter, on a lime scooter, which is something I haven't done before, something I promised I never would, but that I've been roped into by the gang, and I think they're going to probably regret it, and London Transport Police will definitely regret it, and there'll probably be a rule change and a law change at some stage in the very near future regarding scooters, but we'll see how it goes, shall we? Right, I'm going to sign off for now. That's me done. You have a great day, and I will catch you all at some point in the future. I bet a few of you recognise where I am today. Welcome to the Tower of London. Let's go and see what trouble we can get into, shall we? As you can see, spotted behind me in his box to the Braff Reg, he's been pacing up and down. I'm going to try and ask him if he's got his 5 miles in today. See how this goes, shall we? They look proper up today, I'm going to tell you. They've both pinged who I am, and you can see they're like, what is he going to say? Nothing bad, lads, I can promise you, all right? I'm not going to put him off. That wouldn't be fair, to be honest. And I don't drop the lad in trouble, but it looks like he's going to try and do another couple of laps of honour, get his steps up. Here he comes. I'm going to tell you now, it is proper hot here. I'm hot in a t-shirt, and he's getting his steps in, all right? He's proper beasting himself. He must be loving it. Not. As you can see, the boxes are empty today, which means it's gone over 34 degrees. I'm telling you now, I'm in a t-shirt and it's hot. You do not want to be stood in there in your best bib and tucker, I'm telling you. It's proper stinking. With the Reg, you know the Reg, they're here, they're doing stuff, they're cutting about, they're in town, and it's all good. A little bit of banter maybe, but we can take that, can't we? If you have a look at the cannons behind you, they're known as warm weather cannons. If you have a look at the cannon right behind me here, that's the cold weather cannon, all right? I think you can guess why. They don't go short for a few guns around here, do you? This stuff's been collected from all over the world, battles that the British have fought, and hopefully won most of them, to be honest. Let's have a quick look at this one then. The gun was cast by Samuel Walker, a company of Rotherham, Yorkshire. It bears the monogram of the King George III. For many years it was used in the tower as a lamp post. There you go. Seen about as much action as the RAF regiment. Right, I'm here with Andy in the tower, right in the middle of business, right? I'm just going to ask him a few questions. Let's get this on, shall we? Andy, how are you, mate?
Nice to see you.
Great to see you, buddy. Listen, former
Royal Marine.
Royal Marine, and you're in the tower now.
Yeah.
What's your official title here?
Yeoman Warder of His Majesty's Royal Palace and Fortress, the Tower of London, and Yeoman of the Guard in Extraordinary.
Wow, that's almost as long as your rank.
Yeoman Warder, or Beefeater for short.
Beefeater for short. So the Beefeater thing, no one really knows where that comes from, do they?
No. We think it's a derogatory nickname, but we don't know. No one knows.
Yeah, I suppose so. In the day, if you could put your hands on a bit of meat, you were the main man,
the
weren't you? You know what I mean?
outside weren't happy with it.
Yeah, well, they're getting cabbage, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
If they're lucky.
Rats.
So listen, what do you have to do? What service do you have to have completed to be? I can't just become one of these, can you?
No,
You know what I
so
mean?
minimum of 22 in any of the armed force, any
Okay.
branch, even the Air Force nowadays are considered military.
Wow.
22 years minimum, warrant officer
Okay.
or equivalent, obviously, and LS and GC, Long Service Good Conduct Medal.
Veterans Minister Al Khan's, how much of a clout does he actually have?
So I do question how much clout ministers will have on this. Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, can make a decision in a split second and he can decide to protect veterans or not, and that's where he should be doing it. It took a long time to get that through in the last Parliament, and it was definitely too late. I was glad to be involved, but this decision must come from the top and they must be protected.
And what's your gut feeling on this? Do you think it will go our way, or do you think it will just sort of like peter out, or do you think it will actually go against us?
Today we'll make some noise, but it won't change legislation. But hopefully the strength of feeling will be heard. But at the moment, the decisions they're making are lawyers' decisions. They're not people who love this country. And I love this country, as you do. People have stood up for it. But at the moment, they make decisions as lawyers do, not as soldiers.
Probably the first MP I've ever heard making any sense whatsoever. I hope he can get his point across to Keir Starmer. Keir, if you're listening, this man needs a promotion.
I'm with the Conservatives, so I'm in the opposite. So
Doesn't matter. Yeah, promoting past your lot. So for serving soldiers today, what goes on there is going to be really key as to how they can conduct themselves in future operations, because it's very difficult to go out with a sense of duty and purpose when you know that when you get home you might well get called across the coals, you might well get in trouble, and you may well get prosecuted for doing your job. And certainly, having spoken to a few of the serving lads now, there is a feeling that they want to question things before they go anywhere now. The ethos. Storm Tour is about truth told properly, positivity, accuracy and respect. We want to show the armed forces as they are. Not polished PR, not negative spin, but the real people and the real work. What Storm means? It stands for showcasing the outstanding role of the military. That means showcasing those who serve today, those who've served before, and those coming up through the cadets. Outstanding role highlights the contribution the armed forces make to national life in operations, training, innovation and community. The military is not just the soldiers, sailors and airmen, but also the veterans, families and supporters who keep the community strong. Our vision: to bring Britain closer to its armed forces. We want recruits to be inspired, veterans to feel honoured and the public to understand what service really means. The Storm Tour is about building respect and unity, not just telling stories, but showing the truth of service in action. How the community can engage. This isn't a one-way broadcast. We want the forces community involved, sharing their stories, inviting us to events, helping us shine a spotlight on service. And for the wider public, it's a chance to engage, learn and support. For brands and partners, it's about standing alongside the military community with authenticity and impact. So why it matters? Because when people see the reality of service, respect grows. That helps recruitment, boosts retention and strengthens the bond between the military and the nation. Storm Tour isn't just about content, it's about connection. So don't just watch from the sidelines. Subscribe to our channel and be a part of this. Look, thanks for your support.